A modern car wash can charge $25 to clean a vehicle in less than 5 minutes. The customer never leaves the driver's seat. A conveyor pulls the car forward. Machines apply the soap, scrub the body, rinse the surface, and blast it dry. With a long enough line, one location can process hundreds of vehicles in a single day. It looks almost automatic. But behind that 5-minute wash may be $5 million of land, construction, machinery, drainage, permits, and debt. And one broken conveyor can stop nearly every dollar of revenue. The biggest surprise is that the most valuable customer may not be the person who washes every week. It may be the person who pays for an unlimited membership every month and rarely comes. Because the modern car wash is not primarily a soap and water business. It is a subscription business built on expensive land and complicated machinery. So today we are opening the file on what it costs to build one, how every vehicle creates revenue, where the money disappears, and what the owner might actually keep after a successful month. Before calculating the profit, you need to understand what kind of car wash you are buying. The first option is purchasing an operating location. This may include the building, equipment, employees, permits, customer records, monthly memberships, and possibly the land beneath it. It can be much faster than starting from zero. Revenue already exists, the site has already been approved, and the local market has already been tested. But the seller may be leaving because the equipment is aging, a competitor is opening nearby, or the location has stopped growing. A profitable-looking wash can also hide years of deferred maintenance. The second option is building a new express tunnel. This gives the owner control over the design, machinery, pricing, branding, membership system, and customer flow. But it also means starting with no customers and surviving land acquisition, zoning, engineering, construction, utility connections, and environmental approvals before the first car produces revenue. The third option is purchasing a franchise. The owner may receive a recognized brand, operating procedures, supplier relationships, software, and marketing support. In exchange, the franchise may charge upfront fees, continuing royalties, and require the owner to follow its systems. But the most important question is not the logo on the building. It is whether the owner controls the land. A car wash needs strong traffic, excellent visibility, easy entry and exit, enough space for cars to queue, access to water and sewer systems, and room for vacuum stations. A beautiful wash on a difficult site can fail. An average wash on exceptional land can become extremely valuable. For our example, we will build a new express tunnel on 2 acres in a growing American suburb, and the owner will purchase the property. The first expense is the land. Assume the 2-acre site costs $1.2 million. But the owner cannot simply place a tunnel on an empty field. The property needs grading, drainage, paving, utility connections, stormwater management, landscaping, traffic access, and enough stacking space so waiting vehicles do not block the road. Assume site preparation costs $600,000. Next comes the building. The tunnel must hold the conveyor, wash arches, chemical lines, dryers, electrical controls, equipment room, office, and payment area. Add $1 million. Then comes the machinery, the heart of the entire operation. The conveyor, motors, pumps, brushes, sprayers, sensors, dryers, chemical dispensers, and control systems cost another $1.1 million. The owner also needs water tanks, filtration, drainage, sewer infrastructure, and a reclamation system that treats and reuses part of the wash water. Add $300,000. Vacuum stations, payment kiosks, gates, cameras, license plate recognition, and membership software cost another $250,000. Architects, engineers, permits, legal work, environmental reviews, and professional fees add $250,000. Signage, launch marketing, uniforms, opening chemicals, and initial supplies cost $150,000. The total has now reached approximately $4.85 million. But opening day is not the finish line. The owner still needs cash for payroll, utilities, insurance, repairs, advertising, and loan payments while the customer base grows. Add a $350,000 reserve. The realistic launch cost is now approximately $5.2 million. and that number can rise quickly. A construction delay increases interest costs. A utility problem can require expensive redesigns. A more valuable corner can make the land alone cost several $1,000,000. Before the first vehicle reaches the tunnel, the owner may already be carrying one of the largest financial obligations of their life. The business has 4 main revenue streams. The first is single washes. A customer may pay $12 for a basic wash, $18 for a better package, or $25 or more for premium wax, wheel cleaning, underbody treatment, and tire shine. The second stream is upgrades. The additional chemicals used for a premium package may cost far less than the extra amount charged to the customer. That difference can make upgrades highly valuable. The third stream is fleet and commercial accounts. Rental companies, dealerships, delivery businesses, and local fleets may purchase large numbers of washes. The price per vehicle may be lower, but the volume can be steady. But the most important stream is monthly memberships. Suppose the wash offers 3 unlimited plans. A basic plan for $24.99, a mid-level plan for $32.99, and a premium plan for $39.99. Now assume the location builds a base of 3,500 members paying an average of $31 per month. That creates approximately $108,500 in recurring monthly revenue before a single one-time customer arrives. This is the engine behind the modern car wash. The ideal member pays automatically and visits often enough to believe the subscription is valuable, but not so often that they consume large amounts of chemicals, water, electricity, and tunnel capacity. 2 customers can pay the same $35 membership fee. One washes once. The other washes 12 times. They produce the same revenue, but dramatically different costs. Now add 6,000 single washes at an average price of $18. That creates another $108,000. Premium upgrades and fleet accounts contribute $18,500. Total monthly revenue, $235,000. The business appears to be producing nearly $250,000 with relatively few employees. But the machinery may be automated. The expenses are not. The first major cost is labor. An express wash needs fewer employees than a full-service operation, but it still requires attendants, managers, maintenance technicians, customer service staff, and people to clean the property and control the queue. Assume payroll costs $38,000 per month. Next come chemicals. Soap, wax, drying agents, wheel cleaners, tire products, and water treatment chemicals cost approximately $22,000. Water, sewer, electricity, and gas add another $15,000. Then comes maintenance. The tunnel operates in a wet environment filled with moving parts, electrical systems, chemicals, heat, and constant vibration. Motors fail. Sensors stop reading. Pumps lose pressure. Brushes wear down. Conveyor components break. Assume routine repairs and maintenance average $18,000 per month. But averages can be misleading. One month may be quiet. The next may bring a major repair bill and several days of lost revenue. Property tax, landscaping, parking lot maintenance, and other site costs consume another $20,000. Insurance, software, licenses, compliance, and marketing cost $17,000. Payment processing fees and general overhead add $10,000. Then comes the largest cost, financing. If the owner borrowed heavily to fund the $5.2 million project, monthly debt service could be enormous. For our model, assume principal and interest total $55,000 per month. Now the financial picture changes. Revenue was $235,000. Labor cost $38,000. Chemicals cost $22,000. Utilities cost $15,000. Maintenance cost $18,000. Property costs were $20,000. Insurance, software, licenses, and marketing cost $17,000. Payment fees and other overhead cost $10,000. Debt service consumed $55,000. That leaves approximately $40,000 before taxes. The location generated $235,000, but the owner kept roughly 17 cents from every dollar before tax. And this calculation assumes the tunnel remained operational. A car wash appears to be a cleaning service. Financially, it is a subscription and real estate business wrapped around an industrial machine. The wash attracts the customer. The location creates convenience. The equipment creates volume. But the membership creates predictability. A one-time customer can disappear after one visit. A member gives the business permission to charge their card again next month. That recurring revenue allows the owner to forecast cash flow, plan staffing, service debt, and survive some weaker periods. It also makes multiple locations more powerful. A membership becomes harder to cancel when the customer can use it near home, work, or school. But the subscription model only works when the service remains convenient. If the queue becomes too long, the equipment fails repeatedly, or a competitor offers a cheaper plan nearby, cancellation becomes easy. The tunnel may cost millions. But the real asset is the list of customers who keep paying automatically. The modern car wash is not trying to sell one wash. It is trying to build thousands of monthly habits. The first reason is bad site selection. A location may sit beside a busy road but still have poor access. Drivers may be unable to turn across traffic. The entrance may be difficult to see. The queue may spill onto the street. Traffic only matters when vehicles can enter safely and conveniently. The second reason is overbuilding. Once investors see strong membership revenue, several operators may enter the same market. The original location loses its convenience advantage, and competitors begin offering discounted subscriptions. The third reason is excessive debt. A wash can be profitable before financing and financially weak after financing. Debt does not care whether it rains for 2 weeks or a new competitor opens across the road. Then there is equipment downtime. A restaurant can continue operating with one broken oven. An express car wash may lose nearly all revenue when the conveyor stops. Customers do not wait several hours for repairs. They drive to another wash. That creates 2 losses at the same time, the cost of the repair and the revenue lost while the tunnel is silent. Weather creates another layer of volatility. Rain can reduce immediate demand. Extreme cold can interrupt operations. Drought restrictions can create operational and public relations problems. And even successful locations can suffer from their own growth. If the membership base becomes too large, queues increase, service slows, and customers begin canceling the subscription that created the success. Let us return to our sample month. 3,500 members generate $108,500. 6,000 one-time washes generate $108,000. Upgrades and fleet accounts add $18,500. Total revenue is $235,000. After labor, chemicals, utilities, maintenance, property costs, insurance, software, marketing, payment fees, overhead, and debt service, approximately $40,000 remains before taxes. Now reduce revenue by 15%. Monthly sales fall from $235,000 to approximately $199,750. Some chemical and utility costs decline with volume, perhaps by around $6,000. But most expenses remain nearly unchanged. The wash still needs its core staff. The property still costs the same. Insurance, software, maintenance, and debt remain. Instead of keeping $40,000, the owner may now keep only around $10,000 before tax. A modest decline in revenue removes roughly 3/4 of the owner's cash flow. That is the real danger of a capital-intensive business. But the reverse is also true. Once the debt is reduced, the $55,000 monthly financing burden begins to disappear. A mature location with strong memberships and low debt can produce dramatically better cash flow than the same wash during its early years. The business may not become truly powerful when it opens. It may become powerful when the bank is finally paid. So, how much capital is needed? For a serious new express tunnel, approximately $4 million to $7 million is a reasonable planning range, depending on land, construction, equipment, and local approvals. Is owning the land better than leasing it? Usually yes. Ownership gives the operator control over the location and creates a real estate asset. But it also increases the amount of money required at the beginning. What can the owner realistically keep? A strong location can generate attractive cash flow, especially after its debt declines. But during the early years, financing can consume a large percentage of the operating profit. What is the greatest risk? A bad location combined with heavy debt. Great equipment cannot fix poor access, weak traffic, or an oversaturated market. And what is the real business? It is not selling soap and water. It is building a large base of recurring payments and delivering the service cheaply, quickly, and reliably enough that customers continue paying. So, is a car wash a good business? It can be an excellent one. But it is not cheap, passive, or simple. It is an expensive combination of real estate, industrial machinery, utilities, maintenance, and subscription economics. A car wash cleans vehicles one at a time. But the owner builds wealth one automatic payment at a time. And in the next ownership file, we will open another business where customers pay every month, even when they barely use what they purchased.